All right. Thank you very much. My name is Junguk. I'm just going to briefly touch upon the kind of literature mining analysis we've been doing with kind of in terms of interaction studies using ontology. Okay. So as Oliver just introduced, the violin is what we're going to mainly work on this project, and well, it is knowledge-based that needs to include a lot of stuff, like including the vaccines and a lot of epitope and even kind of immune signatures and the adverse events and et cetera. And looking at the interactions between these entities will be primary. It's going to be very good resources. And in order to do so, I mean, we need to be able to identify the novel stuff that has not been already deposited into the knowledge base. So we have to rely on a lot of other resources, including current biomedical literatures, to extract those new things and add to the knowledge. And this is what just Oliver showed previously. It's kind of over kind of scheme, and it has a lot of different entities, including vaccine, genes, and various other entities, and that can be represented in kind of ontological perspective. And this depicts the kind of overall approach in terms of our development strategy. We will use in the current violin and violin kind of sub databases to build our model, and we have on top we start with kind of biomedical and name the entity recognition and kind of normalization, and we use many different tools, my SciMiner and PubData, and PubData is not mine, and with clamp for Texas, and from these identified entities, we will have kind of modeling where trees is going to touch upon, and the result will be deposited into the new violin 2.0. And a SciMiner, it's basically kind of a mining tool. It's as I briefly mentioned, it's kind of tool and dictionary-based approaches. It can accept any dictionary of terms like ontology, gene, and a lot of interaction network ontology. Those are what we've been trying to use. And from the literature, we identify those entities and looking at their association, and where we can look at how they're connected and what are the main players. And we previously showed that using this approach can actually significantly enhance the performance of literature mining, and applied to different studies, like in looking at the gene, pathogen gene interactions, and then host and pathogen gene interactions in E. coli and Brucella, and later we expanded to the SARS-CoV system as well. So, and there's a lot slightly more expanded when that includes the potential drugs of COVID with those genes in the pathogen gene and the host genes. So, and we're now working on one system called the ICBO. It's integrated gene network system. It's currently in a web-based system. Basically uses lots of PubMed data, mainly the abstract, and it supports multiple ontologies, including vaccine ontology and ontology of gene and genomes. And this is a couple of screenshots. So it actually shows how the genes are interacting based on the mined data, and these are kind of gene pairs, and we can also look at the kind of pathways that are enriched in a certain specific sets of genes or the network of genes. And V-Ignet is something that we are trying to further expand. It's this kind of dynamic V-Ignet. So basically, what this allows is users just provide their interest topic, like in diabetes or a specific keyword, and then basically goes to the PubMed and track all relevant document. And based on these document sets, it retrieves the pre-processed entities and kind of build network, and it shows give back to the users, and basically listing, okay, these are genes and a lot of entities from these sets of document that comes from your query, and list and the network, and kind of looking at the register pathway. So these are currently what we can provide from the ICBO, and we are trying to expand this one further to include a lot of vaccine-related information, like the VO and some other vaccine entities like the epitope and the protective antigens, and they will be integrated into the system. And once we have established, let's say, more advanced machine learning based approaches, and the platform and the system will be integrated into this web-based system. And that's what we are trying to do. And basically this is from collaboration from the Oliver and Zukan and from my laboratory. And we're now expanding to have UT and some other teams into the big U24 system. Okay, thank you.